to state, everyone is pretty much being impacted by this in different cities along that nature and stuff. Of course, a big factor in those egg prices is bird flu. That's something that is really sweeping our country. Really, a lot of farmers are talking about it, specifically poultry farmers. So wanted to talk with the Pennsylvania Farm Bureau about, how this is impacting farmers, what's kind of being done about it, and also what the numbers are that we're seeing this year. And the numbers, they are pretty staggering. I was pretty surprised to hear about them. I mean, this year alone, the federal government is reporting about 2.3 million birds have been impacted by bird flu. That's in 2025 alone. So when we talk about that, I mean, we're about 2 months into the year, and we're already over 2 million birds that have been impacted by bird flu. And recently, what's interesting is that bird flu was detected in flocks of 20,000 and 80,000 birds in central Pennsylvania. So this was within the last 2 weeks that this has happened and this has been reported. So the state, I'm learning, is really trying to stay on top of this. So they're giving, helping them out with funding to kind of, if their birds are impacted, if their flocks are impacted by bird flu, because some farmers do have to kill off a bunch of birds if they've learned that bird flu was detected in those flocks. So got a chance to speak with Grant Gilbon with the Pennsylvania Farm Bureau. Their offices are right behind me. And he also said, along with the designated fund for helping farmers out who have been impacted, their flocks have been impacted, there's also a designated fund for testing the birds. So just, to kind of stay on top of that so farmers can test those birds, make sure that their flock is okay. And if, their flock does test positive for it, they can take the necessary steps to protect the rest of the flock. Also protect it from spreading to other things, because we do know cattle can also be impacted by that as well. And also there are different factors going on as to why this is happening. Grant with the Pennsylvania Farm Bureau also told me migration season is happening now, so birds, are spreading it possibly by moving around to different cities, different states. And also he said the virus is more active during the colder season too. He said normally, when it gets hotter out, we won't see as many cases too. But he did say, that this is, kind of on his radar, because he said this number is pretty big compared to the years previous that this has happened. So it's definitely something that, the government is looking out for as well. And we do know that this is hurting farmers' pockets a lot, of course. This is a direct hit on them. I mean, they spend months caring for these birds, years even sometimes. And also, inflation has been hitting their pockets too, so the bird flu is not helping at all. We do know that they're struggling with higher costs to feed the animals, especially, with inflation, and also the need to possibly repopulate those flocks if that flock is impacted by the bird flu. So, of course, we did mention that the state is helping out with funding to help with that repopulation of flocks. But guys, we're going to be breaking down a lot more of these numbers, a lot more of what exactly is going on in terms of help that farmers are getting, and also, which is bird flu in our Commonwealth, but more specifically in central Pennsylvania. So we'll be breaking down all those numbers. Just be sure to tune in tonight at 5 and 6 o'clock at CPS 21. I can't wait. I'll see you then. Bye, guys.